I have just had a delivery from eBay. These are the new wheels and tyres for the motorhome. Let's get one unwrapped and I'll show you what they look like. There you go. Lovely, absolutely lovely. So let's get them on and see how they go. Got the jack underneath. First thing I need to do is to remove all these caps and crack the wheel nuts off. It's always advisable to crack these off when the wheel is actually on the floor. Once the wheel is on, just go round, tighten the wheel nuts up by hand, opposite each other, go around a few times. Once it's on the ground, you can then tighten everything up tighter. I'm going to be using a torque wrench, but for now, I'm going to do it by hand, just to show you what they look like. As you can see, they do look really nice. These are uprated because we carry a lot of weight with the solar panels and the underslung tanks. The old wheels are only rated at 1050 kilos. These are 1250 kilos, so they're a lot safer. Plus we wild camp a lot and some of the roads aren't that good with mud and potholes. So these are off-road tyres, so they will be better and give us more traction. All that's left to do now is do a winter check, and we'll run that through with you now. The next thing to check is going to be the gas system. We have got two of these electronic gas testers. One of them is going to be going into a competition later on for someone to win. If you'd like to buy one, there's a link in our Amazon shop, plus in the description below is discount code. They are straightforward to use. First of all, turn it on. It takes about 45 seconds to do a self-test, and then it's ready to use. There you go, that means it's ready to use. First thing we need to do is make sure it works. I find the easiest way is just to get a lighter and release some of the gas. As you see, straight away. Now we can do some checks on the gas system. First thing to do is to run it around the top of the cooker. Just hold it in place for a few seconds. At the vents at the back. Nothing. And then if you go below where the gas pipes are, do the same. Hold it on the joint for a few seconds. Down the pipes. And then just hold it at the back. Nope, nothing there. Let's go and do my next ones. All we need to do now is to check the regulator and the taps. These taps are from my underslung tanks. Again, do exactly the same. Hold it on all the joints for a few seconds. And then finally, the top of the gas bottle. Absolutely no leaks whatsoever. Very impressed with that. Now I need to check the pipes at the back of the fridge. First of all, you remove this cover by pushing these lugs up. And do the same. Hold it for a few seconds at all the joints that you see. Nothing whatsoever. That's all good. So what do I think of this gas detector? I think it's really good. It's quite straightforward to use. 3 buttons, on and off button, low and high. Best ever eye settings, more sensitive. Press and hold, it'll come on. Takes about 45 seconds to self prime. Once you finish, press and turn it off. If you forget to turn it off, it automatically turns itself off after about 5 minutes. It is supplied with 2 Duracell batteries. And it works. It works on house gas, motorhome gas, LPG. They say it works on petrol smells, sewage smells. So you can use this for a lot of different things. Definitely worth having. So check out our shop and get a discount on it. So if you want to buy one of these, check out our link in the video description for the Amazon shop and enter roaming 10 off and you'll get 10% off one. But if you want to win one, all you got to do is leave a comment with the word gas in and you will be entered to win one. Another thing to check is all your panels to make sure there's no gaps in the sealant. If you find any gaps, you will need to put some sealant in there. Just run all the way across. Check everywhere, every panel, sides, back, front, and then the roof. If you do find a gap and you need some sealant, I use Sikaflex, which you will find in our Amazon shop. Really good stuff. Ideal for resealing everything. We use these extendable ladders that we got from Amazon. They're ideal for getting on top of the roof and they fold up and store underneath the bed. Really nice. Another problem with winter is all the leaves that fall off the trees. They fall everywhere and they rot. They're on the solar panels, which will restrict solar, so they all need to come off. Panels are going to need cleaning and the roof will need cleaning. Now that the roof's been cleaned, all you need to do is go round the edge, examine the plastics for any breakages, all your joints, all the seal, any gaps, seal them, go all the way around, all your skylights, check all around the edges of them and look for any damage or any broken sealant, and that should be that done. We also need to check the antifreeze strength in our Aldi heating. Our bottle is located in the wardrobe, but first we need to remove this panel. It's held on by 6 screws, so I'll do that first and then we'll check the strength because we don't want this to freeze up over winter. The first thing we need to do is to remove this cover. The top we'll just pull off. Then there's 3 screws down that side and 3 screws down that side to remove that panel. So let's get going. Now that the cover's off, you can unscrew the cap off the tank. Then using a antifreeze tester like this comes from Amazon, about £9. There will be a link in our Amazon shop for one. They're worth having. The way it works is you've got 6 discs. Each disc will float at a certain percentage of antifreeze strength. So you suck some water into there, you leave it for a few minutes and you see how many are floating, and then there's numbers down the side and it tells you what the strength is. So straight in, squeeze the top, suck it out, and then I shall leave that for about 5 minutes and then come back to it. It's been about 5 minutes now. As you can see, there's 3 discs still floating. So if you follow your way down and go to number 3, it says -10 and -23C, which means as long as it don't go below -23, we are fine. The cover is all back on. All I've got to do is check the level of the antifreeze. I like mine just above the max when it's warm. There you go. All done. If you've got underslung water tanks fitted, you need to make sure that the lagging is all okay. If you've got no lagging or it's in poor condition, you need to replace it. I've replaced mine with silver insulation that I bought off Amazon. If you don't do this, there's a chance that your tanks may freeze. You do not want that to happen. Some more checks are going to be underneath the bonnet. First of all, you check your oil level. You've got your dipstick there to check your level, and if you need to top it up, you go for the top there. Then you can check your brake fluid. You make sure the tops are nice and tight and your brake fluid level is okay. Next to that is your antifreeze. You've got your level there. You can check your strength by using the antifreeze tester that we used inside the motorhome. If you need to top it up, you top it up through the top there. Next to that is going to be your water for your screen. Undo that, top it up with some water and some screen wash. You will use screen wash a hell of a lot in the winter because your screen is going to get dirty. So keep it topped up. And then the final check is going to be checking your wiper blades. You can see the rubber. Just make sure there's no cuts, anything in it. If they smear the screen when using, put some new ones on. That, hopefully, should be that.